lost to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016. There's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Las Vegas Raiders. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer. But you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there outside of the pocket and on the money. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now Rodgers. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It got his man complete. And he will score. Touchdown Las Vegas. Odell Beckham. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, 49ers nothing.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Off of play action, here's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Lance flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On play action, now Rodgers. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Partner, he just surpassed 60,000 career passing yards. I remember when you and I were there when he hit 50, now 60. Where does this stop?
I don't know where it stops, but how did we even calculate this one, right? Long division? New math? Use an abacus?
I trusted you. You're smarter than I am.
My calculator shorted out on this one. 60,000 yards. Congratulations.
Man, has it been fun to track his career, and it continues. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Raiders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Extra point safely through, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on it. You hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
49ers nothing.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Lance looking to throw it. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw, it's Lance. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Max Crosby in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling.
Under pressure, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun. Rodgers. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, wide open, complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. It's a big play there for Vegas. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. To throw is Rodgers. This is complete to Hawkins. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Hawkins. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Throwing now is Rodgers.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40.
Now a play fake. Lance. He'll find Sermon out of the backfield. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory.
A big play there for the Niners.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Throwing now is Lance.
Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Rodgers.
He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here to Waller.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Got a man. It's Darren Waller.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Sam Sloman now for the point after.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score Raiders 21, 49ers 6. Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 7. Here's Lance to throw it.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
A play fake for Sermon. Now Lance.
And the Raiders have got him. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
29 is Mike 29. Watch the pass.
Another try after the first down sack.
Lance.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Jonathan Abram picks it.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here's Lance.
Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
And Lance now to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Second and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Akeem Hicks able to record his 5th sack of the season.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders, have intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score.
Now look out, Rodgers. Lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right.
He'll look downfield for Waller.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
It's a big play there for Vegas. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
Jacobs.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Jacobs again.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Alex Leatherwood, the Alabama man, called for the penalty there.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown Raiders. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Out for the PAT, here's Sloman.
He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
Next score, Raiders 28, 49ers 6. Sam Sloman.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Back to Sermon on 1st down.
They find some open field here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Lance, a give now to Sermon.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Max Crosby. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. On play action, Lance. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor,
and all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Point after here coming up. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Next score, Raiders 28, 49ers 16.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Khalif Raymond now. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From midfield, here's Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. He's still barreling through. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Rodgers' throw there taken in by Smith.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Now it's Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game.
And the Raiders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Fielded right around the 8.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders have recovered.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Rodgers now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hawkins.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Sam Sloman for the PAT.
And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Raiders 42, 49ers 16.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. Fielded right around the 8. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they'll try and run for the first with Sermon.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
One final try now for Lance.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.